welcome back from that short commercial break, and it's the Coffee Court hour as we review, of course, matters of national economy regarding different sectors of the economy. And this time around, it's going to be about the art industry. And remember, of course, if you're interested to buy securities, Zabu has made it possible for you. That's in partnership with Altec Securities. You just dial *292#. And of course, quite a number of options will be made available for you to select a bond, to select what you buy. You want to buy security, you want to buy a government bond. Remember, this is one of the ways you can earn a side income for you, and the bureaucracy this time around has been reduced through online. You just have you just need your phone. It may not actually be even a smartphone per se, but you just get dial *292#. Just like you can see on your screen, there are many options will come, like bonds, land, products. So you select. As you select each part, of course, you'll be taken step by step. You know your if, for example, if it's a bond, you'll know that I'm buying a 5 years bond. I'm buying whatever period of time the bond is. So Zabu has made it very possible for you out there. No more making lines, filing papers, going to the companies, going to the, so many, the bureaucracy. It's now being made easy. Whatever part of the globe you are in, whatever part of the country you're in, you could be in a remote area, you will be in position to own a stock in a company and buy a government bond. And now let's get straight to the Coffee Cup this morning, discussing the art industry. Good morning.
And welcome to this Coffee Court. I am joined by Abel Muchivi, one of the senior in the art industry. Mr. Abel, thank you for joining me.
Welcome.
Okay, let's talk about the art industry. You are not broom in this country. Where has it come from and where is it right now?
Art has come a long way. Just like any other business of late, it has been hit by the economy and the COVID, the injustice. And it's trying to pull out of the doldrums like any other business is trying to. Yeah.
Can we buy it from the effects of COVID-19?
Yeah, COVID hit the industry. It really hit the industry. Like you see, the whole entertainment industry is just waking up. It's just waking up. The musicians a bit better. The stage guys finding a footing. The film guys have exploited the situation because during COVID the only thing that they could have, so the film industry took off, and they're relatively better than all of us. But I believe it is just a recession that we'll get out of at one time.
Okay. And you think it has come back to normal?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
What has caused it not to normalize?
Because like I say, everybody with the current economic crisis and things the way they are, the first thing you strike off is an expenditure, is entertainment. That's the first thing everybody will strike. You say, we won't go there, we won't do this, won't do this. But even, like I stressed during my presentation, the artists themselves have got to change the mindset and move to another level. Art is like any other business that has got to be groomed, that has got to be funded, that has got to be catered for, and ensure there's money, there's profits. Art, like any other business, that has got to have capital injected in it for it to move on. That labor intensive, we have to look at people differently. We've got to create a different scenario for art to move, and it's a very easy thing as long as we change our mindsets and move with it. We can no longer do things the way we used to do before, even pre-COVID. No. Things have got to change. Employ professional marketing teams, have promoters, have accountants, have professional actors, pay them well, look for money to pay them, so that it's not a matter of looking at the box office all the time. No, look for sponsors, have money, that's it.
Some say this is a leisure activity. It's not an income generating activity.
I live on art. Who says it's leisure? I went to school to learn this. It's a job.
It's a profession.
Yes, I get more money than you do. That I can challenge you. It's a job. It's a profession. Who said it's a leisure?
I would think you should engage this as a leisure activity.
No, it's not. It's a profession. It's a job. I go to school and I studied this. I am proud of who I am because this is what I wanted to be.
How profitable is it?
Very profitable enough to keep me alive. and pay for everything.
So if I want to join this activity, you call it an income generating activity.
is.
What is it that I must have? What is it that I must put into
These
consideration?
days we now employ qualified people. At least we have a minimum of a certificate. The best is a diploma and a degree. I'll employ you for that, and then I pay you money as long as you give me value.
I have not had any office where they employ a musician as a profession.
They are there. You've not ventured to find out. They are there. They are there. As a musician, you go in and want to play music, and you get paid for your music.
So bring us to speed on to what extent does this contribute to Uganda as an economy?
And there we're taxed. What else do you want? We pay taxes. You know, we pay taxes like everybody else pays taxes. We pay VAT, we pay everything. We pay NSSF, we pay as you earn, everything. We pay income tax, we pay everything. Government taxes us, and that's why we're so bitter with government with not doing what it's supposed to do in terms of our copyright and protecting our works, because we pay everything. We pay our price, we pay all their dues.
So what are these taxes you're talking about? You say we pay this, we pay this.
No, I said we
to
pay
be specific.
I said we pay as you earn. We pay VAT, we pay NSS, everything, which induces us well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is lacking in the industry? Maybe it would have been doing
I
better.
just told you that. I've told you the industry has got to adjust to the times. That is all. Adjust to the times and treat it as professional like any other business. Gone are the days when people just used to think they are going to start something. People no longer experiment with their money. People will come to see good stuff. Once it's good stuff, they will come. And when they come on the promise of good stuff and it's not good stuff, they won't come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
So if I want to take this as a career, what is it that I must have at the back of my conscious
Go and
mind?
study. At times, even talent is not enough these days. Qualification is a must these days. I don't employ people who haven't got at least a least requirement of the certificate.
I thought it's about talent, it's not about books.
It's not about
when it
talent.
comes to art, that's my thinking.
Every talented guy you work in media, is it about talent?
It goes beyond that.
It's the same.
Okay. So what is that we are not doing as a country that other countries are doing to put up this
The
kind of...
government is not promoting the industry as such. Kenya has a Kenya Film Commission. Kenya has a lot of support to the business community that support the art. They give them tax rebate, tax cuts, they do what? There's a lot that they do. And so there's a lot of people who come in and support the industry. And then the government gives them incentives, tax cuts and all.
Okay. So you're part of the Ministry of Gender. I know the ministry, writing is one of the most complex things. What is it that we can do as a country to entice people get into the system of writing?
Well, the whole thing has got to go back, like I think the doctor stressed it, from the curriculum. These days art has even been erased from school curriculums. People are no longer doing drama, no longer doing music, they're not being encouraged to write. We need to go back, because it's a profession that really employs a lot, and especially to the youth now. Either somebody's singing, or somebody's acting, or somebody's doing comedy. A little exposure for them through basic training would be good. So government needs to come and support this industry, because it's creating a lot of jobs for people.
Okay. Some hold the view that those that have failed out on life are the ones that will come into this industry, and it seems not to be in agreement.
That's old thinking. That's a very old thinking. I didn't fail in life, you know. I am doing what I love. This is what I wanted to do. I can't be termed a failure. I'm doing what I love. And many of my peers are doing the same. We came in art with a mission, with a purpose. It's a job, it's a profession, it's a career. We have families out of it. We have people employed. What else? You can't say I came in because I failed to do something. No. Even if I'm one person who don't even do a political job or MP. I don't like it. I'm very happy with what I'm doing.
When are you retiring this Abel?
Artists don't retire.
What do they
Change
do?
roles. You change roles. You act as a young boy, then you act as a father, then you act as a grandfather, then as a corpse. It's good. You don't change.
So you are an old broom in the industry. What are you doing to nurture the young people?
I train a lot of them. I train a lot of them. We even have a drama school at Bath Valley. We train new talent because we feel they're the ones who keep the industry, and we don't want to keep a vacuum.
Okay.
We were trained by people, so we're training others too, so that they move on. And we encourage them to go and do these courses professionally in university and tertiary institutions and school and other places that they learn them from.
What is it that we've not done right that may kill this industry? Isabel?
I'm good to go. And I'm still there. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Until my deathbed, I'm not going anywhere. Me, I'm a stage guy, and I'll always be one. I fly, I will go to do movies, do what, but my stage is my place.
Okay. So what needs to be improved in the industry that if not done well, it may put the industry into danger?
Content. People have got to do good pieces, good productions. The youth today have a sense of entitlement that they give themselves, and they take the audience for granted, thinking people can take whatever stuff you give them. No, it's about quality. Like I said, people these days don't experiment with their money. They know what they want, and they go for it. It's good production.
So what is good content and good quality to you as an old broom in the industry?
Drama makes good money, and good money makes good drama.
You've made it as an old broom in the industry. Some come get money and don't earn out of it.
They're not destined for it. No, they just come. These outliers who come and get money out of it. Me, I'm staying there. For better, for worse. Whether it's making money or not, I'm there.
So what advice do you have for young people that have the passion to come and penetrate into this industry?
These days. It's more than passion. It's understanding what you've got to do, thinking deep, thinking for it, putting in a lot, investing in it. Like I said, art is like any other business. You invest, you make everything right for it to succeed. If it's a garden, you fertilize it, you plow, you do what, and that's all. You prep, you do what. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. And the minute you take shortcuts, short life, you get out of the way.
Okay. You say there's a scholar who says it's only a fool who keeps on doing the same things over and over time but expects different results. So what is it that you would want to do different, or what is it that you think?
No, I was saying, we can't keep doing the same things we did 20 years ago today. The times have changed. The demographics are different. The people who watch theater now are below 35. And we're still, the guys who used to watch us our times have either died, either gone to exile, or gone for greener pastures, wherever, or have turned into Marokole. Or others are grandmothers and grandfathers who can't watch. Now, we've got to start thinking like the people who think today. The youth today have got to be catered for. So we do dramas that fit them.
Okay.
Let's do things that they easily associate with. Let's do integral drama. Integral drama that goes around that people can relate to. I can't start doing plays unless it's of historical nature or historical guidance or that. But I can't keep doing things the way we did them 20 years ago. No. We've got to tell stories of the time. Even if it's a story of the olden times, give it a modern touch for the audience today to appreciate it.
Your fellow artists are now good at flying out of the country, do the drama out there. Doesn't this threaten your industry?
Any business will go into a recession, it will come out of it. This business will come out of it.
What is important to consider in the present situation, maybe for a president of this country?
What is it?
What is it that the president must put into place, maybe to boost the
They
industry?
just need to put policies. I've already said it. They need to promote it. This is something, instead of giving so much money to promoters, giving money, why don't they set up schools to support us? Why don't they give us money to support these institutions that are there, that are helping us? We're battling with rent, we're battling with taxes, just to keep our places afloat. We need help, we need incentives, we need boosts, things like that to keep this industry alive. Because the youth today is basically a must here. They're in this industry. They're either singing, dancing, comedy, or theater. 60 to 55% of the youth are there.
We can wind up with the copyright laws and the patent. Are there laws that you think must be put into place? That is
The
different.
government is just not helping us to enforce them.
Which are these that you think are in
All of
place?
them are there. All the copyright laws as deemed fit that they should be. They are all there. Parliament passed them. But even if you found somebody copyrighted, let me take them to the police, what happens?
And you as an old broom in the industry, have decided to keep quiet about it.
What
We should be the...
We've done it all. We've dragged people to the police station. We've demonstrated. We've gone to Parliament. We've gone to the former speaker. Talked to. We've done everything. Our ministry has done everything. And they haven't done it. What are we supposed to do? We're not going to fight people. When they feel it's right, they will come. First, we'll keep on giving our good works and move on.
Your parting shots, Mr. Abel, as we wind up.
No, my parting shots is I still believe the industry is there, and I ask people to adjust to the economic times and do things right. As simple as that. There's nothing, no shortcut. No shortcut. Let's go out, employ marketing teams, employ producers, employ marketeers, promote this place, look for sponsors, and do good production and pay the actors.
Mr. Abel, thank you for speaking to us. This Coffee Court. My name is Fred Makubia. You drive your business.
Very interesting insight right there in the Coffee Court, looking at the art industry in Uganda. And you know, it's been having quite a stable mileage despite the different challenges that are faced regarding this particular industry, and majority which lies on the copyright. Of course, majority of these people don't really benefit from their craft. Of course, since the copyright law has not been largely put into consideration. And of course, we expect the best from that. And that was a great insight with Abel Muchibi, one of the greatest, of course, people into this industry of art, and with quite a number of experience. We've seen him feature in quite a number of projects, radio plays, movies, and of course, and so many other TV dramas, mainly the local TV dramas, and he's been able to make himself a name. All right, and of course, like Zabu, don't forget, if you want to purchase stocks, now it's been made easy. Anyone can actually now own a stock in any company. You can buy a bond regardless of the period of time. It could be a 5-year bond, a 10-year bond, a 1-year bond with, of course, definitely a favorable interest rate. You just simply dial *292# and you will see the rest of the steps coming in. For example, you can see there how to buy a bond, learn about the product. You know, the products are so many now. Like you can see that the bonds have quite a number of periods. It could be 2 years, 3 years bond, and whatever amount. And actually, you can withdraw still through Zabu your money in case you want to sell. You bought your shares and you want to sell them. You sell them and get your money instantly. It's just in a click, and a click of a second, you'll be in position to have what it takes. You will be in position to purchase stocks, and you make sure that you're going to be earning yourself a side income despite the job you're doing. So that's Altex for you right there in partnership with Zabu. And definitely, if you're buying these stocks through Zabu, you're going to be buying stocks onto the Altex stock exchange. And it's time around, of course, you will be earning some good money. And maybe it's just 7 minutes left to 8:30 to half the hour. Now let's have a little brief update regarding the Uganda Revenue Authorities adapting an approach that's to enhance revenue mobilization. But first of all, let's review the details of this particular report. We'll be returning back to give more highlights.
According to Agnes Nawiri Asobola, Assistant Commissioner at the Uganda Revenue Authority, the use of science in tax administration can aid the Revenue Authority in verifying and gathering accurate data on commodities, hence boosting revenue mobilization for certain imported goods, such as garments in terms of texture and appearance.
Doing that so that we can clearly ascertain and say this person has brought cotton that is being declared as polyester, and yet cotton is more expensive than polyester. So when we apply the tax rates, cotton should be paying higher taxes than polyester. So that's why we are using science to protect society from consuming what ought not to go there. Like you have seen in the tour, we have machines that can be able to reveal what kind of chemicals that are coming into the country.
According to Ibrahim Bossa, Uganda Revenue Authority will be able to determine the worth of products through testing attributable to the specific approach. Cross-checking and testing the product will be used to accomplish this by enabling the manufacturer. According to Agnes Nawiri Asobola, Assistant Commissioner at the Uganda Revenue Authority, the use of science in tax administration can aid the Revenue Authority in verifying and gathering accurate data on commodities, hence boosting revenue mobilization for certain imported goods, such as garments in terms of texture and appearance.
Doing that so that we can clearly ascertain and say this person has brought cotton that is being declared as polyester, and yet cotton is more expensive than polyester. So when we apply the tax rates, cotton should be paying higher taxes than polyester. So that's why we are using science to protect society from consuming what ought not to go there. Like you have seen in the tour, we have machines that can be able to reveal what kind of chemicals that are coming into the country.
According to Ibrahim Bossa, Uganda Revenue Authority will be able to determine the worth of products through testing attributable to the specific approach. Cross-checking and testing the product will be used to accomplish this by enabling the manufacturing of items fit for consumption. Society will be protected and revenue will increase.
Is for taxation purposes. But again, he mentions that we also have overriding mandates in a situation where they are able to tell and advise that actually these products, based on the tests, while this is cotton and this is polyester, it is also not suitable for human consumption. We will first notify UNBS, who will hold onto that product until UNBS as an ethics standards body pronounces itself. We will have done our part in protection of society as well.
Speaking to Ayebare Kenneth, Chairperson Uganda Cargo Consolidators Association, this approach will make documentation easy in custom processing, hence making collection of information easy.
And about scientific approaches, you'll find integration of most of the repeated cargo, which we call normalization of data. Most of the data, if you capture data when you're still in Mombasa, it will be the same data used here. That has already been applied with a single administrative documents in customs processing. You'll find that we are using a single administrative document from Mombasa up to here. So all information you've given from the port of entry, you will not again give it here at destination. So it will become easier, and also we expect collecting taxes to be efficient.
The Uganda Revenue Authority is to adopt a scientific approach. This is going to be done through enhancing tax compliance within the manufacturing sector.
That's the Uganda Revenue Authority adopting scientific approach to enhance that's revenue mobilization. And according to the report, in order to improve revenue mobilization for a chosen group that's of imported commodities, the Uganda Revenue Authority has employed a scientific approach. And one of the primary industries driving a nation's growth is manufacturing. But however, the tax authority is aware that in order to ensure high levels of taxation, of tax compliance rather, essential stakeholders must be have keen interests. And that's it for this particular hour. We are coming up with a Smart Things Business on Ground, and of course Jerome Paul Sonko will also be right here to drive you through the topical discussion. And of course, more of that is coming up. And I'll be joining you back on set, still with Jerome Paul Sonko, as we shall be discussing the weekly SMB on ground stories, having more insight regarding the information that people have on ground. Stick around. Good morning.